Totally didn't just do this. Okay guys, in today's video we are talking about the 2010s. Long story, no, not really a long story, a story time, that's what I'm trying to say. Story time. I was laying in bed 2 nights ago and it dawned on me that I should do a 2010s video and talk about all of the all of the trends from 2010s. All of the trends from the 2010s. And then I wrote this note sheet. So I realized that the 2010s are ending. You know, the decade is ending. We're going into the 2020s. And I literally grew up in the 2010s. I was born in 2002, and 10 years ago, or really 9 years ago, I was 8. So I'm 17 now, and I was 8, 9 years ago. So I have grown up in the 2010s. And it's just like the 2010s are just my childhood. Like, it's all the stuff that I was surrounded with, and it's kind of sad. This is kind of depressing, but I am super excited to talk about all of my favorite things, aka pop culture from the 2010s. So we're going to take a little flashback back in time. So, popular TV shows and movies from the 2010s. So I tried to think of some of my own, but then I also looked up popular TV shows and movies on Google, and I picked the top hit ones that I have seen or that I know my friends have seen that have been like super big phenomenons or are just super well known. So I tried to do like childhood TV shows and movies made for kids, like children's programming, and some big teen dramas, because obviously I went from a child to a teen craziness in the 2010s. So according to my list, some of the most popular TV shows and movies from the 2010s include Hannah Montana, which ended in 2011, Sweet Life on Deck ended in 2011, Wizards Waverly Place ended in 2012, Girl Meets World started in 2014 and ended in 2017, Good Luck Charlie started in 2010 and ended in 2014, Phineas and Ferb ended in 2015, Jessie went from 2011 to 2015, Shake It Up went from 2010 to 2013, Austin and Ally from 2011 to 2016, The Little Einsteins ended in 2010, and Handy Manny ended in 2013. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse ended in 2016. So that was all of like the big Disney like shows. Like when you think Disney, that's what you think of TV wise. And then some of the other big shows on Nickelodeon and other networks. I think it might just be Nickelodeon. I'm not really sure what the Backyardigans was on. I'm pretty sure it was Nickelodeon, but it might have been like PBS Kids. Honestly, don't know. But the Backyardigans, oh my gosh. Okay. The Backyardigans ended in 2010, iCarly ended in 2012, Victorious ended in 2013, and H2O ended in 2010. So now we're into some famous teen dramas from this decade. They include Gossip Girl, and that ended in 2012. Pretty Little Liars went from 2010 to 2017, so that's like a majority of the decade. Fuller House from 2016 to 2019, and the last season is coming out this month, so tear, kind of sad. Riverdale started in 2017. 13 Reasons Why started in 2017. The Walking Dead, which I've actually never seen, but it is a huge phenomenon, started 9 years ago in 2010. One Tree Hill ended in 2012. I have also never seen that. The Office ended in 2013. The Fosters went from 2013 to 2018. Sabrina, or The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, started in 2018. Glee ended in 2015, and Stranger Things, also a huge phenomenon, started in 2016. So that's a lot. That's a mouthful. But basically, all of these shows are just like, they're just going to be remembered for being big, and they all happened in this decade, in my childhood. Crazy is this entire decade. Like, it's weird to me that I was, like, a child at the start of this decade. Like, I know that sounds so, like, odd. Like, obviously I was. But, like, it's just weird that I've, like, grown. Like, I went from watching Disney and watching Nickelodeon to, like, watching CW and Netflix. You know, like, it's just weird to me. Pop culture moments from the 2010s. The Royal Weddings, which happened in 2011 with William and Kate, and 2018 with Mary and... oh my gosh, with Meghan and Harry. The Kim Kardashian and Chris, I don't know his last name. Is it Humphries? Chris Humphries? Their 72-day marriage, that was big. Apple in general is just super big in the 2010s. Lady Gaga's meat dress, iconic. Ice Bucket Challenge, Vine, Justin Bieber. In general, he's just like a pop culture moment in himself. Like, Baby took over the world. The VMAs with Miley Cyrus. So Miley Cyrus's VMAs. The Jonas Brothers ended in 2013 and freaking restarted in 2019. Like, what? The 2014 famous Ellen Oscars selfie. Streaming versus DVDs. So that has just been super big in pop culture. Like, Netflix, like Blockbuster, I'm pretty sure closed down in 2014 because of streaming. So 9 years ago, I was watching DVDs. Not that I don't watch DVDs now, but everybody was watching DVDs, and now it's just streaming. So that's crazy how much time has changed. Hamilton, the show, came out in 2015. K-pop kind of took over the U.S. and why did I do this? It's like, that's a real thing. K-pop, or like Korean pop, took over the U.S. in 2012. The Obama and Trump's presidencies both took place in this decade. LGBTQ rights were legalized for marriage purposes in 2015. The Oscar Best Picture mix-up still gets me. I was so excited when La La Land won. And then that just, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to look it up. The La La Land Oscar Best Picture mix-up, that moment is never going to get lived down. The Me Too movement began. The college admissions scandal. TikTok, Musically, Baychella, Reputation by Taylor Swift, her comeback, like her blackout, just like that whole era when she blacked out her Instagram and all of her social media accounts, took over the world, let's be honest. YouTube. YouTube came out in, when was the first YouTube video made? Okay, so it came out in April of 2005. I'm really trying to light my sleep on fire. Okay. It came out in April of 2005, but I feel like YouTube, like the influencer kind of portion of it, really took over in 2010. Not in 2010, but in the 2010s. Kylie Jenner, just in general, that woman is just like a symbol of beauty in the 2010s, along with just the rest of her family. Whitney Houston's death, Carrie Fisher's death, Debbie Reynolds' death, and Paul Walker's death. There's definitely ones I'm forgetting, like big stars that I'm forgetting, but that's the ones that I could think of while I was writing the list. Really sad. That's all of the pop culture moments that I have from the 2010s. I'm sure I'm missing some, but I went on like multiple websites to find these pop culture moments to make sure that I wasn't missing anything big. Now we're going to get into popular movies. So most of these are franchises, or they have become franchises since their first release within this decade, and then some of them are just like big phenomenons that pretty much everyone or a majority of the population has seen. So first one is Harry Potter, which is obviously a franchise, we all know, and Deathly Hallows, is that like, I think that's the last part of the series, right? Yeah, those came out in 2010 and 2011. So Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and Volume 2 both came out in the 2010s. The Hunger Games, that speaks for itself. Crazy Rich Asians, that just like took over the world. Twilight, another franchise. Avengers, Toy Story 3 and 4. Frozen 1 and Frozen 2. A Star is Born. Boyhood. The new Star Wars franchise. La La Land, Call Me By Your Name, Black Panther, Bridesmaids, The Social Network, John Wick, It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2. On Our Stars, and I put The Fault in Our Stars, but then on my notes I put in parentheses other classic teen dramas. Biopics also really took over the 2010s, so I just saw the Mr. Rogers movie today, and the Bohemian Rhapsody is in my top 3 movies of all time. Rocket Man, I think they're making a biopic on Michael Jackson. It's not going to be released in the 2010s, but like the idea was developed in the 2010s. I'm trying to think of other biopics. There's I, Tonya. There's just so many. Did I say Get Out? I think I said Get Out. But Get Out and just horror movies in general. Like, I feel like there have been a butt ton of horror movies in the last 10 years. Okay, so now we're into the last category on my list, and those are popular music and artists. So, Call Me Maybe. Old Town Road. And then I have some like artists in general. So Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, Kesha. Country music is super big in this decade. Rap music. Demi Lovato, I Whip My Hair Back and Forth. Britney Spears, American Idol, like American Idol artists have really been big, like Kelly Clarkson, voice artists, and America's Got Talent artists. Billie Eilish, Adele, Kelly Clarkson, who's an American Idol artist. Did I say Pentatonics? Pentatonics, One Direction, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Ed Sheeran, Lorde, Katy Perry, Justin Bieber, Sia, Selena Gomez. I feel like those are just like the big artists that defined like a generation of kids' music, which is crazy. Okay, so that was pretty much everything on my list, but it's like crazy to me that like a whole decade of time is ending. But yeah, I just think it would be fun to kind of just like reminisce a little bit, especially if you're my age. You can kind of like think about your childhood and all the things that you loved. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I am really racking out the videos this December, so give this video a thumbs up. In reality, I hope you guys are having a good December, and 2020 is upon us, which is crazy. So, oh, before you go, I was at work the other day, and I teach like little kids how to dance. Like, so I'm like working at a dance studio, and this girl had her shirt on, and like she had her shirt on. Obviously, she had a shirt on. She had her elementary school shirt on, and on the back it said class of 2030, and I was like, I'm in class of 2020, and it's crazy to me that there are kids in school right now that are class of 2030. Like, that seems so far away. Like, so, like, I'm gonna be almost 30. Like, that's crazy to me. I don't know. I just wanted to say that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you, I was gonna say see you in the next decade, but this is not gonna be my last video before the year is over. But I'm gonna say it anyway. See you in the next decade. Bye.